Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. There is a saying in Marathi that goes, "मांजर डोळे मिटून दूध पिते पण ते जगाला दिसतच." It means that when a cat drinks milk, it closes its eyes, it believes that nobody is watching it, but everybody notices what it does. No matter how much Indian government may try to cover up the rising communalism in the country, calling it isolated incidents, the world is watching and taking note too. The US State Department's International Religious Freedom Report is the latest one. Along with perennial concerns about the rights of minorities in countries like China, Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken highlighted rising attacks in India at the release of the State Department's annual report on international religious freedom. He said that there has been rising attacks on people and places of worship in India, asserting that America will continue to stand up for religious freedom around the world. He said, and I quote, "For example, in India, the world's largest democracy and home to a great diversity of faiths, we have seen rising attacks on people and places of worship. This is the second time in less than 2 months that the United States has directly expressed uneasiness about a rising trend in human rights violations in India." The annual report is compiled by the US State Department based on the inputs from their embassies located around the world. While concerns about rising violations of human rights in India are listed routinely in the annual editions of the report, they have never been mentioned orally by the top diplomat of the US State Department till now. For probably the first time since the NDA government took over in 2014, India was also singled out in the speech delivered by the Secretary of State at a function this year. So what does the report exactly say? It says that attacks on members of religious minority communities, including killings, assaults, intimidation, occurred throughout the year. The India section of the report says this. Most of the incidents were reported in the states ruled by the BJP and included attacks on pastors, disruptions of worship services, and vandalism, it also says. The report mentions the Haridwar Dharma Sansad and militant Hindutva leader Yati Narsinganand's role in it. It says that during a Hindu religious gathering in Haridwar, Uttarakhand state, December 1719, Yati Narsinganand Saraswati, described as a Hindu religious extremist, called upon Hindus to take up weapons against Muslims and wage a war against Muslims. On December 21, police named Narsinganand and 7 others for deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage religious feelings in multiple FIRs. Police arrested Narsinganand a few weeks later, although he was subsequently released on bail. The others had not been arrested by year's end. It also says that in the 25 states which apply partially to full restrictions on cow slaughter, the ban mostly affected Muslims and members of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes that traditionally consume beef. The report also touches on the impact of the Citizenship Amendment Act and the Assam National Register of Citizens and how they resulted in Muslims feeling discriminated against. It also noted that Delhi Police's investigation into the February 2020 riots in Northeast Delhi and opposition and courts' reservations against it. The report also mentions Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's remarks against Muslims, in addition to listing in detail several crimes that arose out of religious discrimination. These are the issues and many more that are highlighted in the US State Department report. Although India has not taken kindly to the US's sermons to India on human rights. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in April this year has retorted that India also had concerns about the human rights situation in the United States. He said, and I quote, "I would tell you that we also take our views on other people's human rights situation, including that of the United States. So we take up human rights issues when they arise in this country, especially when they pertain to our community. And in fact, we had a case yesterday. That's really where we stand on that." This is what he had said. So, will the world, taking note of the rising communal incidents in the country, force the Modi government to take action on it? Do let us know what do you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.